this. Okay, so that's interesting. It's not I think I just read this.
Okay.
Now it's going to sort him, but if it's online, it's
Well,
kind of.
yeah, he's remote.
Okay,
So-
it needs a code for the firewall.
What?
Do you want this, do you want to allow this app to make changes to your device? Defender firewall, no? Just say no,
Yes, we
right?
do. Really.
And then says, oh yeah, well, I went 10 over because you guys started 10 minutes late.
Well, he asked me and I said, I'm not in charge, so. Really?
Barrett.
Excellent. Good.
Hey, we're trying to change your hats.
Flight Academy.
Albert.
Oh, go Halverson. Oh, yes.
Okay, we're trying to find the belly button to hook into USU. You, okay.
Yeah.
I can help with that. Yeah, I'm planning on being there. I'm going to bring in some folks for display. I'm trying to figure out, what kind of support you need.
Okay, we're probably okay.
Absolutely.
Hi, Isaac.
What kind of table do you want to have there?
10 seats.
Talk to us. Let's see if we can hear you, Isaac.
Give us a mic test.
And
Yep. Can you hear me? 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3.
Listen closely because here's your mic. I mean, your speaker.
Hey.
1, 2. Talking. 1, 2, 3.
Okay. Now, the other thing you could do if you want, you could
Sounds
bring,
good, thank you.
You could bring one of the lapel mics over and put it here in the.
That's what I want to do.
Okay.
I'm going to grab the lapel mic and put it by the speaker, Isaac.
Okay.
I don't know if there's any money left in your
Oh, so you're asking us to pay for a table?
something.
Yeah, that's,
I got tricky.
well, it depends on the price. How much are you, I mean,
1,500. Yeah.
that's, for a nonprofit university at the end of the budget year.
Isaac, can we do a mic test again, please?
Yep. I'm talking. 1, 2, 3. I'm talking. 1, 2, 3.
Sounds great. We got you wired in.
All right. Awesome.
Mike?
I'm coming, Pops. I'm coming. We're right next door. Oh, wait, no, we're upstairs. I'm so lost.
You go to the third floor.
What do I need?
Thank you for supporting me today.
I probably could have left this camera. I don't know.
Okay, I'll make a final all call for everyone.
That's what we gotta do.
Second session is beginning. If everyone could take their seats, please.
And is this the activity opportunities in this room?
It's the next room over?
Yes, it is.
Oh, wait, just this room.
Yes,
Activity,
it
oh,
is.
sorry.
This is the right room.
Sorry. Ignore me.
Now, are we going to project his, if he has a presentation? are we
If you're gonna project it, you're gonna have to go over there. Because you have to plug into the HDMI there. And, yeah, this one has HDMI. I'm sorry, I didn't know he was doing
Okay,
presentation.
so
So you
do I
have
need to
to,
carry this over there or?
you don't have to carry the table, just the laptop.
Okay.
And,
Because you have a presentation, right, Isaac?
Yes, I did make one.
you're gonna, let me do these. Oh, it's wireless, okay. There we go. We're still good.
Okay, we're still good?
Yeah, so you'll want to actually take this. Over there, plug it in because I noticed the battery's running a little low.
Where to plug in?
Yes. Oh, can you help him? HDMI is over there in that corner. Can you help him get set up?
Yeah.
I've got another session I'm supposed to be doing.
Yep. Okay.
Thank you so much. Haven't
Yeah, no
seen you in a
problem.
while.
Yeah.
I'm following you.
And we've got all the cords. Okay.
All right.
HDMI is on the other side. Projector CD. Do HDMI. Okay, we've got signal.
Capstone, could you give us a mic test again, please?
Yes. Hello. I'm here. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3.
Gotcha. Thank you.
Major Holmes, is there any way you can spin the camera so I can see the room?
Give me a minute. Maybe we can use one of the chairs. Lower, higher.
Right. As long. So yeah. So if cadets can know that, or whoever is going to be coming, that I would prefer to see them. So that's perfect right there. As long as they know when. Yeah, they're all over the place. Okay.
All right. We'll have the cadets, if they have any questions or anything, whoever's speaking to you, stand up whenever they speak so you can see, if that's okay.
Okay. That sounds awesome. All right. Am I good to go here? Yep. I see you.
I think the people are still trickling in at the moment.
Okay. Sounds good.
Okay.
All right, guys. I'm assuming all the cadets in the room, y'all can hear me. Roughly. All right. Yeah, I need some head nods. I once again, I'm all the way in Colorado. I cannot in any way know the conditions of what's going on. So, well, everyone, they're still kind of trickling in. I'm going to go into a little bit about who I am and why I'm here talking to you guys. If there's any issues, please come close to the computer, which is in the front row on the left side of the room. Come close, let me know, and I'll see what I can do. Not much from my end, but see what I can do to help you guys out. Okay, so this is going to be interesting. I do this. I do this. All right. So my cadets that I can see, when I switch over to that presentation, can you guys see it?
Yes, sir.
Yep. All right, sweet. Okay. I'll wait for a couple more people to come in, and until then, you're just going to see me present. No, I can stop that, actually. I'm only technically somewhat technologically inept.
That's fine. I'm going to make sure everything runs smooth over here, too.
All right, awesome. Thank you so much, sir.
It's Zoom tight.
Captain Stone, we're ready to get started.
Okay, awesome. All right. So once again, all y'all can hear me. Give me some nods. I can see about half of you. All right, sweet. Awesome. All right. So in a second here, I'm going to switch over, which means I'm not going to be able to see you. So if something goes awry, someone give me a shout, because otherwise I have no clue. So I'm going to share my screen here, flip over. All right. So, oh, hello. Let's not do that. All right. So this should be my screen that you all can see, as I did earlier. So the title of this session is going to be taking advantage of cadet opportunities, cadet activity opportunities, and where to get assistance. I am Cadet First Lieutenant Isaac Stone, and we're going to go and do a little bit about who I am. So I joined CAP back in March of 2013 in Colorado Springs Cadet Squadron, which is in Colorado Wing, right in Colorado Springs. So I look at the Air Force Academy every single day, and definitely dreamed to go in there. That never worked out. As you can see, I have a ton of facial hair now, but that's how that worked. So some things on why I talk about activities. So I went to the Colorado Wing encampments in 2013 as my student, 2015 as a flight sergeant, 2018 as a flight commander, and then 2019 as a squadron commander. And then in 2021, I was a senior member at this point, and I served as a logistics officer. I am going again to the Colorado Wing encampment in 2022, which is in early June, also as a logistics officer. In terms of National Cadet Special Activities, I have been to 7. I went to the Advanced Technologies Academy, which is no longer an NCSA, back in 2015. I went to the National Cyber Patriot Finals, which is a very selective NCSA in the fact that you have to compete with Cyber Patriot and make it all the way to the finals to attend. But I went in 2016, 2017, and 2018. That was my sophomore, junior, and senior year of high school. In those years, we placed 3rd, 1st, and 3rd, respectively, within the all-service division for the national finals. I went to National Blue Beret in 2017. I then went to the Cyber Defense Training Academy in Maryland in 2018 as the deputy commander. And then also that summer, I went to the National Flight Academy in Waller, Texas, which is Texas South. So those are the 7 NCSAs I've been to. And then I've done 4 RCLSs. I went as a student in 17, and then I was instructor in 18 and 19. And then in 2022, I was an on-site director of the one in Utah at Camp Williams. I am also the director for the 2022 at the University of Rocky Mountain Region at the Air Force Academy Prep School. So that's a little bit about who I am, why I do so much with cadet activities, and why they're so important to me. I've done a lot of them. I'm coming up on, I joined in 2013, so do the math. I've been in CAP for 9 years. I hit 10 years next year, which is crazy to me. I've spent almost 10 years of my life with this program, but it's helped me a lot. And I hope to show you how it can help you a lot, especially what you need to do outside of just your squadron. So take advantage of some of your cadet opportunities. So at your wing level, we have CAC. How many of you guys, I'm going to switch back over so I can see. How many of you guys know what CAC is? 1. Oh, that's great. Okay, cool. 1 person knows who CAC is. All right, so CAC is Cadet Advisory Council. So I have a little bit of experience with this as well. It couldn't fit on the previous scene, but I served as my squadron representative to the wing for 3 years. I was then vice chair of Colorado Wing for 2 years, and then I was the vice chair of the Rocky Mountain Region, and then the chair of Rocky Mountain Region. And then during those 2 times, I then served also at the National CAC. So once again, these are all cadet activity opportunities. So at your wing level, once again, you have CAC, you have your encampments. I know Utah has a pretty cool encampment. And then you just have general activities that you guys will do as a wing, whether that's, I know you guys don't really do anything with ES, but if you guys do anything, the wing conference is a cadet activity for a certain part of you. So then we can move up to region. Region also has a CAC. How you normally get on region CAC. So for those who don't know, once again, I only have 1 person in the room who knows what CAC is, right? I think so. So for wing CAC, how you get on wing CAC is you're going to be talking to your squadron commander about being your squadron's representative to the wing. Whether your squadron already has a preset, whether your cadet commander or another person is just designated as your CAC rep, it's a e-services duty appointment. So there's a primary representative. I can believe you have up to 2 alternate representatives. We changed the verbiage on that a couple of years ago because apparently secondary was too derogatory or something. So the alternative representative can also go to CAC and do things. Then once you do enough CAC at the wing level, I'm pretty sure your wing commander will come to you, or you can go to your wing commander and ask to be the representative to the region CAC. And that means you would also meet once a month, just like your wing CACs do. It's normally a Zoom call because not everyone can come in person. Everyone's gotten really used to Teams and Zoom in the last couple of years. So that's how you get on region CAC. And then all the way to national normally is the chair or vice chair of the region CAC will then go and be the representatives to the national CAC. That on average from squadron rep to national CAC rep on average takes anywhere but 5 to 6 years of every year you're working on something. Anyways, another region activity is Region Cadet Leadership School. Once again, Rocky Mountain Region has normally been pretty good about this. We do one every year, and in the future we might up that a little bit, but right now there's at least one every year. And you guys can watch out. There have already been announcements that there will be a Region Cadet Leadership School at the United States Air Force Academy Preparatory School. It's going to be from June 12th to the 18th. I'm pretty sure. That sounds about right to me. It's a Sunday to Saturday deal. So if you guys are interested in that, Region Cadet Leadership School is one of the 2 schools that you have to attend in order to get your ACRE. You have to either attend RCLS, Region Cadet Leadership School, or COS, Cadet Officer School. And as Cadet Officer School is an NCSA, which we'll get to in a little bit, it's normally a little harder to get into than your Region Cadet Leadership School. So, and then general activities that your region might do, whether that be the region conference. I know the region's talking about doing larger activities here in the near future, region cadet competition. There's a lot of different activities at the region level that you could possibly partake in. And then finally, national CAC. Once again, I spent 2 years on the national CAC. That's just working with a lot of awesome cadets. The lowest rank on the NCAC that I ever saw was cadet captain, and then there's normally at least 5 or 6 cadet colonels, and then 5 or 6 lieutenant colonels, and then miscellaneous majors and captains. And then I'll go in a little bit about CACs a little bit later on how taking advantage of your cadet opportunities with that. But then we're going to talk about NCSAs, has anyone in this room been to an NCSA that is a cadet? Nobody? Someone in the corner all the way on the right that I can't see?
Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you.
So I signed up for one. It was in Texas, but it was canceled due to COVID. It was, I can't remember exactly what it was, but it was like a fighter jet training thing. They were letting us on the facility have opportunities to learn kind of what they do. So
Yeah, that's AFSUPT, Air Force Specialized Undergraduate. Yep. I have friends that went to that one. So I never went, once again, because I'm not gung-ho about being a pilot. I like flying. I'm just not dead set on being a pilot. But yeah, that's an awesome NCSA. I know several cadets that have been to that. One of my friends that did that, he's now in Navy ROTC at Embry-Riddle. And he's about to graduate, and his goal is to become a naval aviator, just like Top Gun. So, and Cap definitely helped him out with that. So, NCSAs. So, does anyone know when you sign? So clearly the cadet in the front knows when you sign up for it. Does anyone else know when you have to sign up for NCSAs? Probably no one has a clue. So NCSAs are always normally open at the end of December, beginning of January. You have to fill them everything out by like the 3rd week of January. You have to plan your summer out. I know that's a lot of big picture thinking for some of you guys, but as you can see previously in this slide, the summer of 2018, I did encampment, RCLS, CDTA, and a National Flight Academy. Let me just tell you, that was a very busy summer. I went to encampment, went home, did some laundry, went to RCLS. From RCLS, I left early to get on a plane to go to Maryland for the Cyber Defense Training Academy. From there, I came home, did laundry, got on another plane to go to Texas Glider South, and then I decided to be ambitious because that was the year I graduated high school. So I then told my parents that I needed to be picked up at the airport with a change of clothes, and I was going up to the mountains to see some of my friends from high school. I was gone for I was gone for a month and a half that summer, just doing cap activities. But it was a fun time. So NCSAs, let's go over that a little bit. So I'm still sharing my screen here, so we're gonna do that in a second. But if we go, it's called, oh my goodness, is it NCSAs? Is it NCSAs.com? No, it is not. I'm just doing this real quick with you guys. It used to be just a general website. Let's go see if we can find it. So where you guys can go to find everything. Okay, here's the homepage. See if it loads here. Okay, so this is all right, so if you go to, it's under Go Civil Air Patrol. It'll be under, let's see, we go programs, cadet programs, and then activities. And then you can hit National Cadet Special Activities. You can go to this website here, and then you can scroll down and see every single NCSA. Once again, this is page 1 of 2, showing 125 of 50, which means there's 50 NCSAs. Let's see. Well, there's Cadet Officer School. There's a Civil Engineering Academy. There's the two that are also going to happen at Yormore. There's E-Tech, which is robotics, and then an Honor Guard Academy. There are, I think, 14 flight academies, whether it's glider or whatever. There's AFSU PT, which is what the cadet was talking about. There's your guys' Desert Scorpion. There's the National Cyber Defense Academy. That's in Virginia. And then there's the other AFSU PT that's in Mississippi, I'm guessing, if I remember my abbreviations right. And then we go to page 2 here, if my internet works. We can go down and we can see there's more glider academies. There's Hawk Mountain, very famous. There's IACE. That's for all your senior cadets. You have to be at least 16 or 17 years old and the rank of cadet captain. And then there's, National Cadet Competition. That's something you can really apply for. There's National Blue Beret. And then another Cyber Academy that's in Texas. And then there's the Great Lakes region is doing a Cyber Academy. And then there's another Honor Guard. Actually, there's 3 Honor Guard academies. Look at that. All right, so then that's the rest of them. So there's a lot of great schools you can, or not schools, academies that you could go to. I recommend going to as many as possible. So when this upcoming December shows up, I suggest what I did in the summer. I don't think it was exactly the summer of 18, but I just started filling out in December. I decided, hey, I really wanted to fly this summer, so I applied for every flight academy. So all 14 of them, or however many there were, and then just saw which ones I got accepted to, see how that worked with my schedule, and then went from there. Because you can always tell the academy no, which means they're going to offer that slot to another cadet. So now this kind of segues really nicely into how on earth am I paying for all of this? Because each flight academy, I can tell you right now, is $800, not including the plane trip to get you there. That's kind of expensive. I don't think most of you guys have $800 just sitting around ready for you to spend on a flight academy, and I guarantee your parents definitely don't have $800 sitting around ready for you to spend on a flight academy. So there's a couple options for you guys, and that's what's going to be up on my next slide. So once again, I'm going to actually show you guys where to go here. Where is my line? Cadet Seniors National website. And in general, what I'm talking about to get assistance is assistance helping getting applications in. You can talk to other cadets who've been to other activities. For the rest of you in the room, talk to the cadet in front row on how she applied for the NCSAs because she was slotted for one last summer. It's not canceled. But how that process works. It's pretty straightforward. It can be a little confusing. It is all on e-services, which I'm sure all of you love services and how absolutely straightforward it is at every single step. It is not. It never has been, never will be. But you can ask for other cadets for help, how to get through that process. You can ask your seniors how to help on that process. A lot of your seniors probably have with other cadets in the past how to get into NCSAs. And then if push comes to shove, you absolutely need help. I have my email address at the end of here, and you guys could always send me a question. I'm very well versed in e-services, NCSAs, and region activities. I'm very, very well versed in how all that works. So now we're going to go into pretty much the money, because that's kind of the big thing when it comes to all these activities is how on earth am I going to pay for it? So we're going to talk about some money. So we're going to go here. Once again, so if we just go, we're going to go to Go Civil Air Patrol. So this is the general Go Civil Air Patrol website, our national website. We're going to go here to programs. We're going to drop down to cadet programs. We're going to come down here to Cadet Invest. Now, once we're here, there's a lot of things within Cadet Invest. And notice here that it says it's open from October to December 31st. So keep that in mind. And that's just for a certain aspect of Cadet Invest. You see on the side here, we have application procedures, academic scholarships, flight scholarships, Cadet Wings. Have you guys all heard about Cadet Wings? You guys know what that is? It's been drilled into all the cadets' heads in Colorado. It's, hey, how to get your private pilots for practically free. They're pay for it. So once again, a great program. I know several cadets who have been through that program. They have their private pilot's license and they love flying. So let's just talk about Cadet Invest again. What do you need to know to apply? Once again, the national website has its downfalls, but it is pretty good at explaining things. Current cap cadet, which is all of you, having not been a recipient of the scholarship before, okay, and then possess and maintain an academics, get good grades in school is what that means. And then, yeah, just make sure you can do that. So once again, there's a lot of things that you can apply for here. And once again, I'm not going to have the time to go through every single one of them because I do want to have some time for you guys to ask me some questions. But this side, this website here, so Go Civil Air Patrol Programs, Cadet Invest. Let's go to, okay, we're not going to go to application procedure. This is going how do you apply to invest. Let's look at some of these academic scholarships. So these are just some monies. This one, the Nick Strozier, is so 2 cadets attend a national cadet special activity each year. And so this is 2 cadets you guys can apply for. I guarantee you not that many cadets apply for it. So I'm only talking about 25 to 50 apply for it. So you can click this link here and go to what it does, and you can figure out how to apply. It tells this, contact us, plan team, speak with you in confidence. And so that's something that you guys could use. So yeah, let's look at this. Was funded $10,000. And so every year, people add to this fund to make sure that cadets can go to NCSAs. So that's something you guys could apply for. That helps you get to the NCSA to pay for it. And then that's that one. These are some academic scholarships for your undergrad, for you kids who want to who are getting close to going to college. And these are also undergrad. And then that's just for, I think, Puerto Rico cadets. So that's something. Some flight scholarships here. We can scroll down here. Once again, this is helping you guys get your flight training. As you can see, there are a lot of different avenues for this. Once again, it's just poking and prodding around the national website. Here's some other scholarship opportunities. Academic, here's how do you apply for those scholarships. There's Air Force Association scholarships. And then local. Go ahead, sir.
The screen's just going slow, so.
Oh, okay. Slow down a little bit is what you're telling me. All right, sounds good. So once again, in general, this website. So you all, once again, was I going too fast that none of you saw how I was doing that? You guys get in general how I'm doing roughly? Okay, I'll go through it slowly again. All right, so if we real quick, and once again, kind of what this I'm gonna stop here in a couple minutes to stop with to get you guys some questions you have. So once again, just in general, to poke around these websites to see what you want to do. So once again, this is our national website, Go Civil Air Patrol. You go to programs. I'm gonna wait about 5 seconds in between each of these so it catches up. Cadet programs, and then it's all the way down here to Cadet Invest. So when I click that link, it's going to load here. And this is the general website of how do we find money from CAP to get you guys some things. And And so there's a lot of things here for you guys first time going to encampment. There's SEEP. You can click that link to figure out those things. There's a lot of things in here. And then once again, Cadet Invest is just, I'm pretty sure, general money to help you different scholarships that you can do to get into different things within Civil Air Patrol, mainly focused within flight. So that's the main part there. Now I'm going to spend the next, I think I have until 25 here. So once again, I wanted you guys to be able to ask questions about anything that you're confused about for about the next, once again, 20 minutes. There's my email. It's istone@cap.gov. I can do, I can talk about whatever you guys want to talk about, mainly pertaining to cadet activities. I've done a lot. I'm just going to do a quick brief overview here. So this summer I will get my 6th encampment. When I went to the National Cyber Patriot Finals in 16 and 18, because we placed 3rd place, I got national commanders commendations for those because of the job well done. In 17, when we won, I got an exceptional service. And then for my Region Cadet Leadership School things, I got Region Commanders commendations. I have 4 or 5 of them. And then I got a Meritorious Service Award for serving as the director for this last RCLS for the work I put in for that. Working with some of you probably know Major Corey Satura, Captain Satura's husband. Worked with him with the RCLS, and then back in 20, I believe 17 or 18, I got a Meritorious Service Award as well for my work as vice chair of the Region CAC. And then I was the Colorado Wing Cadet of the Year in 18 and 19, and I was the Region Cadet of the Year in 19, which also just meant I was kind of runner-up at the national level. But through my travels in CAP, I personally know the last 5 National Cadet of the Years. Like, I know them personally. I have their phone number. It's because of our time together at NCSAs, RCLSs, and the National Cadet Advisory Council. I met them, got to know them really well. Phenomenal cadets. It's actually funny. The cadet that won the National Cadet of the Year in 2019 is Cadet Colonel Iva Hammett, and she's from Minnesota. And it was funny because the previous summer, or was it that summer? No, it was the summer of 18. I taught her. I was one of her seminar leaders at RCLS, that she got her RCLS to get her spots. So it's just funny that I taught her and then she beat me out for National Cadet of the Year. It definitely didn't help that I never got spots. That's why I'm only a 1st lieutenant. I only made it to Acre. I was a lieutenant colonel for 2 years. I tried spots 3 times. However, as you will probably find, running for the guys, running a 529 mile is no joke. Or 629. A 629 mile is no joke. It's speedy. And I live at 6,400 feet, and that makes it all so much not easy. So, with that, I have about 15 minutes for you guys before you have to get to your next seminar, because I absolutely want to respect your guys' time and spend a great day at your wing conference. If you guys have a question, I prefer you come closer to the computer so I can actually hear you, because otherwise I'm pretty sure this computer mic was not made for this giant room. It was made for you to be within about 6 feet of it. So if you have any questions, come up and ask me. I guarantee you your question would benefit other people in the room, as they normally do. I can talk about CAC. I can talk about NCSAs, because I went to one of the big ones. I went to National Blue Beret. I was never into Hawk because I wasn't around into trudging up and down a mountain and then sleeping in a tent. I know about 25 people who have been to Hawk. They loved it. I liked Blue Beret better because, airplanes and fancy blue little hat. But the airplanes were also really, really cool because I went in 17, which the year is the bomber. So they had the B-52, the B-2, the B-1, the B-29, the B-25, the B-17, the B-19. If it's a bomber that can fly, they flew it that year, and it was pretty impressive. So, do you guys have any questions for me? If you don't have any questions, I honestly don't believe you.
Can you hear me all right?
If you can come a little closer, that'll help me a little bit. You have a higher register, so the microphone doesn't really like you.
Right about there.
Right here?
Yeah.
Okay, well, I guess everybody can see me now.
Yep.
But, so what I was wondering is how much of the money that you can get from assistance can go to travel cost as well? I understand that a lot of assistance tends to go only to paying the fee of the camp. So like encampment costs, it'll cover the $200 for a student to go, but is there funding available to pay for transportation as well, gas, plane fees to get to the camp?
Yes. So it will honestly depend per scholarship. So once again, whenever you receive a scholarship, you will be in contact with people that give you money, and they will tell you how they want their money to be used. Whether they say this can only be towards the NCSA, well, for a flight academy, anything out of the $800 that you have to spend for that is worth the whatever money you're going to get deducted from that. Now, I do fully understand that flying is expensive. Right now, I was actually talking to the region vice commander, Colonel Cope, and we were talking about our travels that we have to do this summer, and she has a flight to Florida. She was going to have to figure it out, and to not play games, it was going to be towards a grand of $2,300 just to get a flight to Florida. I was like, that's ridiculous. So she had to go through some loopholes to see how she could not spend a fortune just to fly to Florida. So once again, now you can also reach out. I know I'm not too sure what the region has currently. The region used to have. I will. If you guys email me about it, I'll reach out to my connections. You guys can also reach out to your connections. Because I know you have several senior members in Utah that are on region staff. Region used to have scholarships for cadets. The former region commander, Colonel Cattell, set up a scholarship just for cadets to do NCSAs. So I guarantee you, if you walk around, probably talk to Major Holmes, Colonel Fernandez, all the people that are on region staff, I guarantee you they can poke some people at region to figure out if those scholarships are still available. Actually, real quick, let's just do I'm going to do a quick Google search here. See if we can go find something. If I remember how to type. I don't. I did cyber for all those years and can't remember anything. We're going to go look here. I'm not seeing anything right off the bat of scholarships. But there used to be several. So if you guys, real quick, I'll just do a quick little plug here. I'm the director of the RCLS this year at Yormore. So if you are a master sergeant or above, the application process will be opening here in the next couple of weeks. So keep your eyes out for that. If you want to come out to Colorado, the price should be probably, I think it's going to be $100 flat. And that's pretty much just paying for your meals at USAFA. You guys are going to eat at Mitchell Hall, same as the rest of the Academy cadets. It's a pretty great experience. We're also, I think, I heard we're going to probably try to do the ropes course at the Academy. We're going to have a lot of awesome guest speakers. Once again, so RCLS, as one of those activities, RCLS is a school for leadership, as it says in the title, Rocky Mountain. It's Region Cadet Leadership School. So we're working a lot with just taking beyond what you learn in your squadron, beyond what you learn in your Learn to Lead books about leadership and how to develop that as a leader. Once again, it's a great activity. At this point, I think I love it so much. This will be my 5th one. At this point, I think most of the region staff just says I'm a glutton for punishment, but that's because I really enjoy giving back to you guys. Because once again, so I was a cadet for about 8 years, from the ages of 13 to 21. And then I transitioned to senior member of May of last year. So it's funny, I haven't even been a senior member a year yet, but I'm still doing a lot of activities. Because this program is very, very important to me, and what it's able to offer you guys. And I really want to give to you guys is the fact that Civil Air Patrol is a lot more than just what you do at your squadron and what you just do at your wing. I really want to encourage you guys that maybe not this summer, because this summer is right around the corner. You guys already have plans, but start planning for your next summer and your summer after that. I know cadets that end up doing National Blue Beret and Hawk Mountain, they plan out, hey, this week for the next 3 years. I know cadets that go to Blue Beret 4 years in a row or 3 years in a row. They go their first year, they're a student, and they go back as staff. They're then a flight leader or flight commander, and then they're executive staff the year after that. Or if you go to Hawk Mountain, you get your level 1 Hawk, and that's not what it is. Don't quote me on any of this because once again, I've never been to Hawk, but there's different levels within it. And you can spend multiple years building up those levels. You can go back to other NCSAs as staff. I went and served. It was because of my prior cyber experience that I was the deputy commander of the CDTA, Cyber Defense Training Academy. But I went as a staff member, and that was an eye-opening experience, having to tell, I think, 50 guys, just like encampment, but not encampment, to shut up and go to bed because it was lights out and I wanted to go to sleep. But also at encampment, it was not encampment. So it's not like I exactly could yell at these guys and say, go to bed, whatever. They had all been to encampment. They were at an NCSA and they were just trying to have some fun. I later found out through social media that one of them snuck out of the dorms and was playing with frogs in the middle of the night. And I was like, are you kidding me? All right, here we go. So, and it's through those experiences that you can really learn a lot about people. So once again, I have contacts now throughout the entire United States. That's actually how I'm talking to you guys right now. I was having a conversation with Major Holmes because he was working for me at the RCLS at Camp Williams, Utah. He was one of our cooks. He did a phenomenal job. But we were talking right before the school, and I was talking a little bit about my cadet experience. He's like, hey, do you have some time to come talk at the Utah conference? And that was back in January. So here I am a couple months later talking to you guys. And once again, I'll throw it up here for a little bit. If you need it, I will present so it is large. That is my email. It's pretty straightforward. I have one of the simplest names in Civil Air Patrol, just Stone. Let me just tell you, once again, I'm not sure if too many of the cadets will get this joke. Most of the seniors will. When I was a cadet major, it was a lot of fun saying I was from Colorado and my last name was Stone. Especially since at that point I was a cadet major 5 years ago. That's right when Colorado had legalized marijuana. So yes, I was the stoned cadet from Colorado, which was not actually true, but Major Stoned was kind of funny for all the cadets I helped out in 17 and 18 at NCSAs and whatnot. So once again, absolutely, you guys need to try to get out there and apply for NCSAs in December. Start planning out your summers now. Think about looking at NCSAs now and going, okay, if it's this week, I can plan. Now, your parents probably won't like it too much. Some parents do. I've met cadets that they just have cap summers because their parents apparently don't like them or something. So they went from an encampment to an NCSA to another encampment to something else. You guys can always travel. Once again, now money providing. Once again, so once again, poke some people, see if there's still region scholarships available. Colonel Fernandez is probably running around some there with you guys, and he's the region Deputy Chief of Staff for cadet programs. He is in charge of all cadet programs for the entire region, so he should be able to tell you if there's a region scholarship somewhere. There's also the possibility that your wing might have some scholarships somewhere. Once again, never know until you ask. I know Colorado has some. My squadron does fundraising, so we have scholarships that we give our cadets. I took advantage of that a lot. But once again, if you go to that website that I showed you guys under Cadet Invest, it also shows you avenues that you can find other money, whether it be through the Air Force Association, which has an awesome relationship with CAP for the most part. All of those locations will absolutely, if you tell them, hey, I want to go to a flight academy, I want to go do this for Civil Air Patrol through Civil Air Patrol, they will absolutely probably fish you $100 or $200 or even $50. Something that'll get you towards your goal. And even now, if you plan for it now, start working a summer job, save up money for next summer to go to a flight academy. So I can tell you right now, you are never going to solo in a glider your first time because you have to have 20 flights in a glider before you're allowed to solo. And for anyone who's flown in a glider, for your glider O-rides or anything like that, that's a lot. I flew a lot for a week and I got 17 in. So I got my pre-solo, which pretty much means the guy sits in the back and shuts up and you do the whole thing. Now, if you are really astute and really good at everything pilot, like you've probably already gone to ground school or something like that, you can go to an NCSA powered and you can fly your solo within that week. If you go to the one in Nebraska, the Powered Flight Academy in Nebraska is 2 weeks long. And I would say the majority of the cadets that attend that Powered Flight Academy have a solo by the end of it, as well as 10 hours of flight time under their belts towards their private pilot's license. And I'm telling you right now, if you do the math, for $800 and a plane ticket, 10 hours of flying, room and board, that is one of the best deals you are ever going to hear of. You guys don't have to worry too much about money right now as cadets, but I'm telling you right now, CAP, there's a lot of acronyms for CAP. Civil Air Patrol is not the most accurate one. Complete all paperwork is definitely one of them. Come and pay is definitely another one for anyone who has to buy things from Vanguard. I'm trying to get you an arm and a leg. But NCSAs are another one. But even though it is pricey, you have to realize that for the price that it is currently at, it is a lot cheaper than you can find anywhere else. I'm working on stuff for our wing encampment. And it was doing what is a week-long camp for boys and girls clubs across the nation, and it's like $600. And Colorado and most encampments are all $200, which is a third of that price. So it's just interesting to think about that Civil Air Patrol gives you guys these opportunities to have great leadership, aerospace, camaraderie, community experiences for a much discounted price. Now, if you can just suck up the fact that the food probably isn't going to be too great, because once again, mass producing food always isn't too great. Y'all's encampment probably isn't gourmet 5-star. I can tell you that right now. But it's better than a high school cafeteria, unless you were in the Colorado wing for the last 5 years, in which case we ate at a high school cafeteria for 5 encampments, and we judged the food a lot more, and a lot of us just drank chocolate milk and ate a salad because we did not want to touch what the lunch ladies were giving us. So once again, I got about 3 minutes before you guys get out of here and get to your next session. Are there any other questions that I can answer in 3 minutes? Probably not. I'm very long-winded. I do not believe any of you if you don't have questions, because I can tell you right now, you have one in the back of your mind that you don't want to ask because you think it's stupid or something else. I can tell you right now that is worth asking. And if you don't think of it right now, my email, I will present it as we end this out. Once again, just istone@cap.gov. Once again, it's only what, 6, 12, it's 14 characters. That's how long your passwords have to be in order to get into e-services. So once again, if you guys have any questions in the future, absolutely reach out to me. Do me a quick favor when you do that, though, so I don't get pinged for cadet protection. CC your squadron commander or another senior member. So then we have the 2-deep rule for that, the rule of 3. But yeah, send me an email. Absolutely. I would love to talk to you guys. Anything about this. Once again, I got a lot from the cadet program in the 8 years I was in. And I really want you guys to know that you can gain so much more from your cadet experience if you go out and do things outside of your wing. Believe it or not, Utah Wing is a very, very small part of the whole nation. All right, pop quiz real quick. How many wings are there? Does anyone know how many wings there are? The answer is not 50. Not 50. Yeah, what's up? 30? No.
No, I said 4. No, 4. I'm going to 4.
A lot more wings than 4. There's a lot more wings than 4.
62?
More than 50. Yeah, it's 52 because Capital Wing in Puerto Rico. There are 8 regions, so there's a lot of things you guys can do. I was meeting with a cadet once again as I'm coming to a close here. I met with a cadet. She's going to hopefully come staff for me at the RCLS, but she's from Montana, and she's already been to 4 encampments. She went to hers, she went to Utah's, she went to Indiana's, and she went to Washington's. So there's a lot of things that you can look at. Mostly all is on the national website. And just spend every week or so, just spend some time hunting and pecking around that national website, and you're going to be able to find a lot of things that you didn't know existed before. And if you have any questions, ask fellow cadets, ask fellow senior members, not fellow senior members, ask your senior members. And if ain't no one got a clue, send me an email. I probably know someone who knows the answer. So with that, guys, I'm at the end of my time. Once again, I want to absolutely respect your guys' time. So if you have any questions, once again, that's my email address. And with that, I'm out of here. You guys need to get to your next session. Be respectful to your senior members. Have some fun. And enjoy your Utah Wing Conference. Thank you, guys.
So I did have one question. Sorry. Here. I saw a lot of cyber activities in your stuff. Are you an ITO or?
Yeah. No, actually, no, I'm not. I'm currently a testing officer, a logistics officer, and a supply officer at my squadron, and then I am the assistant DCP for my wing. I don't do that much IT. I do mainly cadet programs. My wing has plenty of IT people, and so does Region. So they haven't asked me to do anything IT. I can. Once again, I love computers, but I do mainly cadet programs.
All right. Where to next?